It's Spirit of Matter. And today I'm doing a special video in honoring of Jupiter Day. So it is Jupiter Day where I am. It is the moon hour, but the moon is squaring Jupiter, exact aspect. So I find this to be a good time to talk about Jupiter, and I'm going to do it in a study with me live. So how can you honor Jupiter? First of all, Jupiter is considered the greater benefic. It expands where it touches. So that is in a way always benefic, because if it expands something that is troublesome, then you get more of it so that you can treat it. Okay, in medicine, for example, something becomes big, something becomes obvious, then you tend to it. It brings opportunities. It's a lucky planet. It is the instinct to do good. So if you have an idea, especially now when it's Aries, which is very on the impulse, you have a good idea, act on it. So the instinct to do good, and this phrase I take from Ernst Wilhelm, who taught about Jupiter. Traditionally, he's considered the bringer of semen, so it's ruling semen is also ruling the people who produce semen. And so the guru, the teacher, the philosopher, and also the result of the semen, which is the child. So Jupiter is ruling Pisces and is ruling Sagittarius. So we get all these associations with philosophy, with traveling long distance, with traditionally also with the ocean because it rules Pisces, and with horses. The Jupiter animal is horses. So Pisces rules the feet, um, Sagittarius the hips as well. So we can tend to our legs, tend to our feet, and there are many, 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 many ways to honor Jupiter. First of all, acknowledge, learn something. Um, Charity, it also rules charity. So donations for Jupiterian related things are the type of schools, disciplines, religions or religious practitioners, teachers, gurus, and children, for people who are planting seeds, so donating seeds. If somebody has, let's say, a new farm or a new land. I recently heard about a person in UK, a woman in UK that has land, and she used to feed the community, but somebody, probably the government, spread salt on her land, so she can't feed the people. And now there is people are gathering to help her. So she's on TikTok. I might find, I don't have TikTok, so I might find the link from Twitter to put in the description. And if you can assist, that would be great. And the funny thing was that people threw salt on her land. Salt is very expensive. Salt is a blessing, okay? So it's basically something you can do. You can gather the salt, you can sell the salt, you can give it to the community because people do use if you process it. So basically they gave her blessing, but it takes more people to help. Like she cannot do it alone. So people are needed to take the salt away, process it, sell it, separate it, or do magic with it, bless it, protect. Salt is very protective. Okay, whoever threw this salt and wanted to harm her, they were basically blessing the land. Salt is also minerals. So yes, you need to remove it so that you can plant anew. Yes, it hurt the crops, but it did something very important where there was this resource. What happens if that resource is currently not available? We need to think of something new. Um, so blessing the seed, blessing horses, blessing your feet, blessing the religious that you practice, blessing Jupiter, blessing children. These are all ways to honor Jupiter. Jupiter also rules the color golden yellow, so painting with this color can be useful. Um, Doing something creative. Now the Jupiter is in Aries and the Sun is still in conjunction, separating but still in conjunction. You can paint. You can be do something creative, do something new. If you have something a good idea for something new, something innovative, that's a great thing to do it. To at least stand to it today. I don't know if it's the great election to because the moon is decreasing. You might not want to launch just yet, um, but definitely think about it, tend to it, develop it, act on it. Okay, act on it, act on your ideas. And now we're going to go to the book of rulership and find what Jupiter rules, what Pisces rules, and what Sagittarius rules. So we can get, and this is, yeah, this is me, this is Drive, this is probably the book. Or is it? Yes, it is. And this is the book of rulership. Okay, the rulership book by Rex bills. There's a PDF on Google that you can download. And let's take a look. It's a great resource for astrologers. And I like to do this study with me lives. It's both good for me to kind of repeat. Yeah, this goes by the letters. And let's see. Next letter, please. So Jupiter is J. Yeah, Pisces, Sagittarius, these are later letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, thank you. Um, so this is J. So, uh, okay, I just want to see if there is Jupiter here. Jupiter. Jupiter. Okay, this tells me the things that are ruled, but there is another way to go about it. I know there is another way to go about it because this is the rulership by letters. Uh, okay, this is um, 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 um. That's still the letters. So you can check by letter what something is ruled by. Let's say pomegranates here. I saw pomegranates. Ah, promenades. I don't know what it is. Promiscuity is ruled by the fifth house, Neptune, and Uranus. Okay, Kundalini rise. And I want to go to see Jupiter. Jupiter, this is the letters. There is, what's that? That's T. Additional entries. Okay, it cannot be all that. I know it is. Oh, there it is. So this is the sun, moon. Yeah, we're getting there. So sun, moon, Mercury. It goes by the Chaldean order, I believe. Venus. No, it doesn't go by the Chaldean order. Um, Mars. And many things that Mars rules. Wow. Jupiter! So these are all the things that Jupiter rules tend to hold, donate, and so abscesses. So I didn't know that. Yeah, so one of the things you can do with this information is like bless people who deal with this ailment to receive healing. Okay, so we can pray together for these people who have, pray to Jupiter for the people who have abscesses, people who have problems with the absorptive system, so people can absorb their vitamins, their minerals. Pray for people to have abundance for ourselves and for people to have abundance. If you need to accumulate something, so let's say you need to accumulate water right now or accumulate wealth. So this will be blessed, this will be ethically sourced. Achievement or achievements, so blessing our achievements to be fulfilling. Okay, so we can have fulfilling, victorious experiences. Acquisitions. So acquisitions, I take it to finance. There is there. So acquisitions, praying for first of all, praying for the things that we acquire, both skill, okay, second house, companies like high tech or startups, like mergers and acquisitions, for them to go smoothly and for them to bring benefit. Okay, so that if somebody buys another company, it will be beneficial for the company, for the people, and for humanity. Um, Ad writers. I did not know that I would consider this Mercury, but it's interesting. Ad writers, like advertisement, interesting. Um, Adipose tissue formation of. So again, blessing for our tissues. I need to take a look deeper at that. Administration and administrators. I did not know that this is ruled by Jupiter. So bless the people who are in the administrations to actually be benefic. Okay, so that people will not feel left out in the cold by administration, so that the administration will be useful. Um, and that if you look for a position that is administrative, so that it will go smoothly, so that you will do good service. If you need to run into administration, then have it to go smoothly, have it to bring blessing. Blessed for me, blessed for the people around, for you, and you can join me in this blessing. um, Bless the administrators to do good for humanity and bring abundance. Adrenal glands. Okay, so adrenal glands also have to do with our stress levels. So bless ourselves with the good balance between contraction and expansion so that we can have good adrenal glands health. Um, Advantages. Okay, so we bless ourselves so that we can be perceptive of the advantages that we have, that we can advocate for ourselves and advocate for what we believe in and for something that is actually good and actually beneficial. Um, and gain the right advantages in life. Allow ourselves to gain an advantage, to take if an opportunity comes that is actually useful, so to take this opportunity, and have that be blessed in effect. Advertising long range, so long range advert. So for everyone, I know I'm like this. This probably touches to every one of us because we're all growing more independent in our income, so that bless ourselves that we will be able to um, market ourselves in a way that is authentic, that we can have marketing that really fits who we are, that we won't have to compromise now with Jupiter in Aries, that we can assert ourselves and be authentic and be true to ourselves and be appreciated for who we are. We recently had this argument to say maybe we need to standardize astrology so that people would take it seriously. And there is nothing wrong with developing the field, of course, but also we want to be seen for who we are. So bless people to be seen for who they are, to be appreciated for who they are, so that they can get their market by being themselves rather than compromising themselves. And I bless myself in the same way, and I bless you in that. And for that to be also on the long run. Okay, so that if we need to adjust, if we need to change, if I'm growing, I want my clients, my clientele to grow with me. Um, if you're growing, I wish your clientele to grow with you so we can grow together. If especially it all comes down to being artistic. It doesn't matter what we do, because we grow and we change, and our practice is our art. And so I bless both myself and you watching this and people that we have the courage to be ourselves and to grow and to explore those things that we desire to explore, and for that to actually gain crowd that is in alignment with who we are, rather than to fear to lose the crowd or to lose followers or to lose clientele, or to not be taken seriously. So this is a strong blessing. Yeah, what else did you have? Advertising agent, so similar. advertisers, advocates. So advocates is not just for like marketing, it's also law associated. And so I bless us that we will advocate for the things that actually bring benefit to ourselves and to humanity. Advocate for the right things, and that advocating to be successful. If you need to advocate for people in your community, in your family, in yourself, so I wish for you to both advocate for the right people as well as for your efforts to carry fruits, affluence. So yes, definitely. Today I woke up and I have a Facebook friend who is a documentary creator, just so talented, and they are restoring their house for so many years. And she was writing about all the ideas coming in the bathroom. And that brought a thought to me. I was like, if every person on this planet, and this is where we get to affluence, will have their own jacuzzi, their own sauna, and their own couple of acres of land before they even cross the road, before they even go out of their own mansion, we would have so much more peace and affluence in the world simply by both having that and taking advantage. Like if you have that, if you already are a rich person, have your acres of land and have your jacuzzi, take your time in the jacuzzi, take advantage of your affluences, make sure you walk, if you're able-bodied and you walk, take a walk, maybe even barefoot on your land. And if you are angry, if you are frustrated, so that you use, take advantage of the wealth that you have to basically calm yourself down, to think more clearly, and to have that to every person, to be able to do that and to be able to have the affluence. Okay, whether it's the land, whether it's the house, whether it's the jacuzzi, whether it's the nice cup of coffee, whether it's the massage armchair or whatnot, that helps you kind of de-stress and become more fluent in your psyche, so that you have this energy of abundance to offer the minute you walk out the door, and your day will probably be very much improved by that. And to have that to all people. Agrimony, so this is a herb. Agrimony, I need to see what is this herb. Albumin in the urine, so I guess good minerals in the urine. I don't know. Albumin, I don't remember what it is. I studied that, but I don't remember on the spot. Um, alderman, alderman, like elderly. What, I don't know. Alexander plant. I'm finding out new things. So almond and almond trees. So this is a good day to eat some almonds. Okay, if you're a diet, if it's benefic for your diet, so eat some almonds. Bless the almond trees to bring us good, to grow well, and bless these trees that their almonds will be used to feed people and to create abundance, right? Not to create cyanide or so. So that people will have access to, people who need to eat these nuts and seeds will have access to them, so they can gain better mind power. Nuts and seeds are very good for our brainos, especially now that Jupiter is in Aries that rules the head. Altars. Altars. So for me, the way I immediately think is blessing myself and others that whatever practice, religious practice they are doing, that first of all, that they will do it in a way that is supportive of well-being and the wealth of humanity and themselves. And then to have this freedom of religion, to have this freedom to have our altars, to have enough space. Okay, if you're having, let's say, I bless you that you will have enough acres to have an altar for every planet and star that is being discovered on your land and in your mansion. Okay, and I bless myself with the same thing. And then as you do get this blessing, place this altar so that you will have the energy and that you will have the time to tend to these rituals that contribute to your well-being and to your community. Aluminum. So aluminum. I heard that wrapping your feet with aluminum is helpful for pain. So if you need to do that, then you can practice that. Um, I don't know enough about this metal, so I need to study. Ambassadors. Ambassadors is very important. So I'm blessing ambassadors. I'm blessing to have the ambassadors to do good for humanity, so to pick them well. And for the ambassadors who are doing good for humanity, I'm blessing them with being able to do that. Okay, so it's both administrators and ambassadors to be able to do good with ease, to have the path being cleared and open for them to do their job on the best side possible, to have the wealth and well-being, to have the safety, to have a clear way, clear path to diplomacy that does support humanity and allows for more freedom of traveling, for more accessibility to travel in a sustainable way to all the people in the world. Um, Amethyst. So, amethyst. Amethyst is this purple crystal that is usually warmed. It's usually like not natural. It comes at citrine and then they warm it up to become amethyst. So it's processed. Blessing the miners of the crystals in general, but also amethyst and in the lands where amethyst is being mined. And I might do a special episode about that too. To have good working conditions and good wealth. I pray for the children, it's usually children that mine these crystals, to have safe conditions and to be in touch with those crystals and be able to enjoy the labor. So be able to work with the crystals, to have enough time to play with the crystals, to have visions with the crystals, to be creative, to be children, okay? To have the time to be a child. So bless these people and bless the land that we want, that we will mine just as much as is good, and that tourism and traveling will be safe for children, for women, for people, and it will be based on more connection and contribution rather than the illusion of that or oppression of people. Amplification. So, what are the things that we would want to amplify in our lives? What would you like to amplify in your life? So, praying that those things that need to be amplified, that is good for me for them to be amplified, that they will be amplified, and to I pray to have my focus and for you to have your focus, because this is also the consciousness in the place that makes a contribution, so that we can focus on the things that we want to grow and have them grow. So the new opportunities, like right now, we are with Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter tropically, even if Jupiter in Aries is Mars ruled, so there can be conflict, assertion. I pray for you that your focus will be so much so on what you do want, that you are focused on that Jupiter Mars as finding this new thing, this opportunity, paving a new path, creating these third options. Okay, if somebody poses ultimatum to you, create a third option. You focus on that third option. Like, hey, it doesn't have to be this way or that way. Hey, there's this thing that we can do, and focus and grow on that, and for that to be good, for that to be fruitful and useful. Um, Analeptics, is that like against epileptics? I'm not sure, so I don't know. I will need to study that. Um, Angles right. So the right angle. Okay, I think of it as sight and the right angle. Well, first of all, blessing if you are in a place or in a structure or on land, that you will have the right directions, the things assorted according to the right, like feng shui, so good feng shui, um, and have the right angle on the topic that you need. If there is a topic in hand, I bless myself and I bless you, to have the right angle of the topic. So when you're viewing things from the right angle, then you can come up with innovative solutions, and you can advocate for what is good, and then and for that to be visible, so that you will be able to inspire with ease and inspire for the good. Aniline, I don't know what it is. Animals in general. And yes, today I woke up and the first videos that I saw were dog videos, and then cat videos, and I was like, what is it with pets? What is being called for now? So of course, the sun that is ruling my 60s was still separating from Jupiter. But yesterday I was viewing houses and yachts. So I was like, but why Jupiter now? Just sun? Okay, Jupiter is the sun, but apparently Jupiter also rules animals, especially large animals, because Jupiter is the big things. So bless horses, bless mammals, bless whales. Um, for the sea animals or sea mammals, I bless them to have clear waters, for the mammals on land to have fertile land to step on, and to have clear air. Okay. Um, the big birds or the eagles, which is also Jupiter ruled, for them to travel smoothly through the air and to have smooth transportation in the air between planes and birds. So, kind of safety and harmony. Um, and maybe patents now, good patents for aircraft to A, for to be sustainable, and B, to be able to navigate with the birds, because I'm feeling that this is being called in, so that the planes will have this wisdom of the birds and the animals that fly in the air, and to connect with them, and so we can be on par with the birds, and know where is it good to travel to now, where is it safe, and what is the way, so we don't collide into each other, but rather flow like the waters, but in the air. So this is the blessing I have, and for the big mammals, for the animals to live well, even if those animals are animals that we currently eat. So to them will have a good life. Okay, so a good life with an ending for all of us. Um, Animals with valuable fur. So fur is big because some people, like in some places, you do need fur and leather and so on and so forth, like bears or something. And my blessing in this case is that we for people to be able to snowbird, because when you traveling is a good solution, for example, that you for people to not be enforced to be in snowy places when they don't need to. Okay, so that we won't have to or instead of what we won't have to do, more like for it to be easier, okay, for the moon to remove the difficulties from people to travel to sunny places that are better for their well-being, and to be able to travel seasonally, for that to be accessible to all people in a sustainable way, in a safe way. And so fur is no longer needed in these situations, right? As well as for animals to be able to do so, so they gain more wealth with less conflict. Um, yeah, so this is one blessing for that. Um, and for the process of hunting and creating fur and leather to be humane, okay, for the animals, so that they live good, so that they're not like grown, for the farms, but rather that they live good, that they have good conditions, and that we do more traveling than hunting, if that makes sense. Annuities. So first of all, we have anise and anise seeds. So we talked about seeds. Today I've actually seen anise, um, and I was kind of called in for this herb. So anise with the connection of Jupiter. In general, for it to grow well, for people to have the herbs, for the people who mind these herbs and work in growing the crops and harvesting the crops, for them to have good working condition, good wealth, and if they are bothered by thieves, so for these thieves to be wealthy in ways that are supportive of themselves and humanity. Okay, so wealth for the people who find themselves needing to steal, so that they will have wealth, and they can have their own crops or their own land, so they can grow food and have the joy of doing that, and of harvesting that, and have the joy of growing from seed, and be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor rather than having to steal crops. And for the people who do grow these crops and do bring them to us, then for all of the chain of supply from the seed to the plant that we use, for that to be a chain of well-being, so that people are having good conditions. And um, yeah, so we are at aniseed, annuities, anthropomorphism. I don't know what it is. Antispasmodics. Antispasmodics. Okay. Okay. So antispasms are given not only against epileptics. Antispasms is also for muscles, so to relax the muscles. So and for some mental ailments, like people who used to be diagnosed with bipolar, they weren't treated with antipsychotics, they were treated with antispasmodic medications that were given to epileptic people and in high dosage people who were considered to have bipolar, or what people called manic depression, because it was thought to be a nerve system thing. And to some people that works. And then a lot of people were diagnosed just because of trauma. But at any case, it is always helpful. I'm thinking about nutmeg. I don't know why. So maybe calling the energy of nutmeg, of the wisdom of nutmeg. I'm not here to prescribe to you herbs. I don't know you, and I learn aromatherapy, not a clinic herbalist. So I'm not going to do something I'm not comfortable of doing, but learn about nutmeg, which is also associated with Jupiter, calling the energy, the wisdom of nutmeg, to support you, to ground you. It's good also for the hormonal system. Okay, so wisdom of nutmeg, we should be a separate episode. So bless the seed, bless the seed, bless things to grow well from the seed up. Uh, because first we have the seed and then we have the roots. Okay, then we have seeds, we plant them, we keep the temperature humid and warm, and then they grow roots, and then they grow stems and leaves. So the seed is first. Okay, it's not just from the root. From the root, it's after the seed grown roots. First we have the seed. So bless the seed. Be well from the seed. So the seed, plant good seeds, sow good seeds in your life, in your nervous systems. Eat good seeds for your nervous systems, um, and understand that you are divine being from the seed. That you, the seed of you, the soul of you, the your consciousness, who you are. Okay, in essence, you are divine being. Okay, you're deserving of good life, of abundance, of fluence, and all the blessings. Um, and and that these conditions can be called upon. Like even if you didn't have that as a seed, you can now call into bless the seed of your soul. um, so you can relax into love and have uh, this knowing that you are divine being, um, solid with you. Okay, if you are and this seed is blessed. um, Apologies and apologizing. Okay, so apologies and apologizing. They said that the best apology is to change your actions. And so I wish for you to Jupiter in essence is the instinct to do good. So I wish for you to have the good instinct to do good and to act on this instinct more and more. And that will be in par with the apology, that you will be able to change those things and to act on the good instinct. Um, we're all human, okay? We're all human, but it's important that we will have this ability to both apologize and continue with doing the good thing. And then we have apoplexy, applause, applause. Okay, so for you to be appreciated, for us to be appreciated, round of applause, kind of applause, round of applause. And for us to be able to enjoy people clapping, right? To be able to honor ourselves. Thank you. So, yeah, what do we say for that? We say bless you. So that's funny. Appointments, appointing. Where did I go? No. What's going on? I was just in Jupiter. Thank you. Appointments, appointing, appointees. So appointments. Bless on this day. Bless if you need to have an appointment. If you need people to have appointments, let's say you offer readings or you offer healthcare service or whatnot, anything you need to make money out of setting appointments or for people to set appointments so that you'll have the instinct to do good and that people will identify it and that you will have enough appointments to sustain yourself and also charge well. Um, and I'm thinking about charging model as not only to charge, fairly, but to charge so much so that for every paying client I have, that I will also have the time and the energy and the wealth to have another paying client that I subsidize fully, whether I need to prescribe them oils, whether I need to transport them, let's say if they need to travel or whatnot, so that I will be able to support someone fully subsidized, also with the wealth that I get from fully paid clients. So I'm aiming for really top-notch, luxurious products, and to meet the wealth that sustains wealth and allocates wealth also around, like spreads wealth around. Okay, and to have these dimensions being connected. Um, so this is also if you need to make an appointment or if you're called in for an appointment that it would go smoothly, that it would go in the benefit of you, and in the genuine benefit, okay, that it's genuinely good, that you will have an easy time making the appointments, that you will have an easy time arriving, and that the results will be good. Okay, maybe you need to make an appointment with the municipality or an appointment, or you're called in for an appointment, any type of meeting that you have, that it will go well. Appraisals and appraisers. So appraisals, immediately I was thinking about property because it's my second house and the ruler of the fourth is there. So, but appraisals, if you need to appraise someone so that you will know how to do it in a supportive way, and if your talents are now standing to test, so you will have good appraisal, okay? A good appraisal that emphasizes that which you do good, appreciation, so that we're blessing ourselves, that we will be appreciated in our communities, in our families, by ourselves when we look in the mirror, so that we can appreciate ourselves. um, that is a good day, and this is also a good day to appreciate. um, this Jupiter day is a great day to appreciate all the things that we have in our life, all the wealth that we already have in our life. It might be enabling us to do good. So my phone is full with data, and my computer is currently not working. So I have still have the ability to broadcast through this live stream, and I can be very appreciative of that. I have this ability to broadcast, this. Um, so appreciating and being filled with gratitude, again, to focus on the wealth that we have, and so this expands. Apricots and apricot trees. So if you like apricots, planting apricot trees, um, especially like, although the moon is decreasing, so I don't know if they have already germinated. I believe that can be okay. Um, Apricot trees, if you want to grow them, if you want to bless them, bless us to have enough of them so that it's available for people when they want to have an apricot, and it is and bless people to be able to afford to eat them or to buy them, or to grow them. Arbitrage, arbitration arbitrage. Here the blessing is for legal matters to go well. I guess arbitrage is also about storing, like if you have a business, then you store like the products and what you need. So for this to go well, for this to be, for people to have enough of what they need to produce things and ethically source them, um, for legal matters to go well, okay, and blast legal matters to support um, the wealth of the people. Archdukes, I think it is a clergy. Archery archers. I wait. Where are you going? No, this is here. I want Jupiter. Archeries. Um, this is Uranus. It's also a good time to talk about Neptune. Um, so I'll make a separate one on Neptune. And this is Saturn. And this is Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. Yeah, but we're just in the first page or the second page. Yeah, there's a lot here. Okay. There is so much, but this is the first page, and I will hopefully continue to do those kind of every Jupiter day. So we had Jupiter blessings, and we can use this book of rulership, which we can download for free on Google, and just use this day. Use this day, tend to this day. If you have an altar, then you can put things related to what we just talked about um, in the on the altar. Picture of horses, picture of the archers, whales, eagles, so blessings, and this is a great day. And so, as you watch this video and as you pray with me or practice with me, watch what happens throughout your day. Watch for signs, for things, for abundance that you can see around you after doing this practice. Okay, just watch what happens. What happens in your life regarding to those Jupiterian matters. And it can be as simple practice as to watch my videos and to tend to that in consciousness. Um, and yeah, now we are soon to begin the Saturn hour, so I'm just going to leave you with this video. And I'm going to continue in with those type of videos to show you how you can apply astrology in your day-to-day life and support your own lifestyle in a way that is simple, like watching a video and then observing. If you have a chance to do something good and beautiful that comes your way, then maybe you can share what happened and what came about and how did you feel later. So you can comment in the comments. Also later you could return to this video and comment in the comments how did you experience watching this video and how did you experience the aftermath. Okay, so you can come to the comments and I will check up the comments and see um, how does this have an effect on you, and also what can I improve on so that you can get even better effect by just watching this. So I'll see you in the next video. You can subscribe if you want to get notifications. Tomorrow I drop my Venus in Gemini natal and transit. So this is also a timeless video that you always return to. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.